Hi guys and welcome back to Crypto Chester. My name is Chester and today I'll be walking you through the crypto markets. First things first, I want to talk about Bitcoin on the shorter term time frame, the 15-minute we're going to start off with. Then we're going to go to the short term, which is the 1 hourly. Then we're going to be hitting up the mid-term, the 4 hourly. Then we're going to be going to the daily. Going to touch on the weekly and the monthly as well. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to be jumping through some altcoins of the day. My three altcoins of the day so far today. We've got DOT, we've got Litecoin, we've got Uniswap as well. And then also we're going to be touching on the altcoins of the day yesterday to see how those positions sort of planned out. I hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday morning here. Very, very hot weather in England yet again. Cooking in my office, not good stuff. But yes, a few shout outs coming through. We've got Alistair coming straight in there. We've got Hero Optimist. We've got Mika. We've got Naveed. We've got Joe Hart, Tony. Shout out to Nikki, Sariga, and Donna as well. I hope you're having a fantastic morning on this fine Tuesday morning. Now, let's talk about Bitcoin. What on earth happened last night? We absolutely fell off a cliff. It was filthy. We just jumped straight off the Grand Canyon with no parachute, and we were going down at literally 1,000 miles an hour. Look at that filthiness in the space of 15 minutes. That is absolutely ridiculous. All the way from 30,245 all the way down to 29,554. Crazy stuff there. But yeah, touching on where we were yesterday on the 15-minute. This is interesting. Very interesting indeed, because I said, look, guys, we're around this sort of zone here. We need to watch if we are going to come out of this zone. I know this was for your scalpers out there, for the scalpers out there in the world. Oh, just lost my voice there, but see the chat's going off. We got Shivansh there, we got Siddhartha, and we got PJ as well. 28k, let's go. That's the plan, right? That's the plan, right? But yeah, so as you can see here, yesterday on the 15-minute, I said, look, guys, if we are going to lose this ascending triangle coming through, it's likely that we are going to see a completion of this juicy measure move come down here. So for you scalpers out there, well done if you got involved with that. That would have been very nice, and I would have got involved with that as soon as we left this sort of trap zone sort of area coming through here. As you can see, sat at around that 31,500, riding that down to around that 31,360. So yeah, very nice juicy stuff indeed. If you got involved with that, near enough a 1%, 0.71, good stuff indeed. But yeah, in terms of what's happening right now on the 50-minute, because we like to use the 50-minute. For me personally, you know, guys, I'm not a scalper. I like my swing trades. I like my big percents. I like all that juicy stuff. Not greedy, but collected. Karma collected. That's what we like. In terms of what's happening on the 50-minute right now, after this insane dump to the downside, we're expecting a consolidation chill out period. We're not just going to keep going down. The whales aren't just going to keep it going down. In fact, I think the whales are probably actually going to push it back up, getting everyone feeling a bit bullish again, and then dump it off a mother cliff. I can see that happening pretty easily as well. And you can see that the buyback pressure here on the 15-minute it's there. We can see heavy levels of support here at 29,500 on the 15-minute. And we are grinding up this 10 simple moving average. So at this point in time, we do need to watch here for this volume weighted ATR band to see if we can get over that. Then it's very likely that we're going to see us come up and get to this 30,500 sort of mark there at this the level of resistance coming through. I would not be surprised at all. And this is where I'm going to be looking for another short position if it all plans out right and we do see a nice curl over in the trend there. Because if you think like a whale, guys, you're never going to fail, right? They're not just going to dump it off a cliff and then keep dumping it, and then keep dumping it. They're not going to do that, right? That's not smart from a whale's point of view. They're going to keep pumping it. Well, sorry, they're going to dump it, pump it, flip everyone bullish, and then dump it again, right? Probably smashing through a load of stop losses as well, because that's their targets out here. Toy Wolf saying, fresh cut looking cut. I haven't had a haircut, but I'm thinking about growing my hair out. That's gonna be interesting. maybe anyway. So yeah, enough with the 50-minute. Let's get to the 1 hour time frame there, guys. And we're on 12 likes already. You guys are absolutely smashing it. Shout out to Tim as well. Tim Maplethorpe has been here from the absolute start. It's afternoon where he is. I think he's out in Thailand. So yeah, shout out to you, Tim. Thank you ever so much for supporting the stream constantly. It is 9 o'clock in the morning here in England, and it's about 30 degrees already. It's a joke. We're cooking over here. Our houses aren't built for this, as you probably know. Good morning to LR as well, and shout out to my gal Donna coming through there. So now yesterday we were talking about this falling wedge pattern on the hourly, right? We're talking about this falling wedge pattern here on the hourly, and we did have these horizontals to get through, right? We had a horizontal set at 31,519, and also another horizontal at 31,325. We smashed through them without a phase in the world. I did expect some sort of support coming through at this 31,000, but as you can see, within the hour, there was none. There was literally none. We didn't even hesitate. We just absolutely banged it all the way down to the lower side of this trap zone, which is very interesting, right? It's very interesting because we did see that retrace, and this is what I was talking about a minute ago, right? As you can see, we have dumped off a cliff recently. We all know that. It's all gone a bit crazy. We're all losing our stuff here. It's all gone a bit crazy, right? This is basically what I'm saying. It's all gone a bit crazy, so we do need to consolidate. We do need to trend up for a bit, and that's basically what happened here, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if we trended up for literally the day. If we trended up all day today, chilling everyone out, making everyone feel a bit more bullish, and then they dump it off a cliff again, right? And I think we got targets of around 28k there to be thinking about, guys. But I do see us coming up to that 30,000 sort of 500 mark, maybe a bit lower, maybe even a bit higher, to trick people to really get everyone bullish, right? And it could be steep. It could just be a nice gradual trend, maybe consolidate sort of along this zone before they push it back down, right? I do think we are going to go back down, right? I'm not saying that we are going to absolutely bang it to the moon from here. I really don't think that's going to happen. In terms of what we've seen, we are sat on this crucial level of support, which is around that 29,600 sort of mark. Yeah, I do think we are going to come down, and if we do get lower than this 28,800 mark there, then it's going to be a lower low, guys. We're going to be setting a lower low in terms of this trend, and it's going to be pretty deep indeed, and if we do set that lower low, I do think we're going to have that retrace. As I said, they're not just going to dump it off a cliff. They're going to be swinging us back up, getting everyone bullish, flipping. Imagine all the people that got in, right, after this previous dump here. It just absolutely started banging it, right? Look at these pumps coming through here. Imagine the people that flip bullish. Imagine the people that flip bullish when we were back at 36k. Think how they're feeling now when they just started trending down. That's what the whales want. The whales want that. They want you to jump in at the top, and then they're just going to bang it to the floor, right? So don't be fooled by that, right? We're going to get through this calm and collected. Simple as that, right? Simple as that. It's all about emotions. Emotion trading does come into this like pretty heavily right now. If you're seeing it dump off a cliff, don't just be like, oh my God, I'm going to miss it. Don't. You will get wrecked. It's as simple as that, right? In terms of what's happening here for Bitcoin on the hourly chart, you can see us actually sat on this volume weighted ATR band, which we know, guys, on this channel, it's a heavy level of support, which is this green line coming through here. We know it's a heavy level of support, and we're currently sat along it, right? We're sat along it. We always retrace to it. We know that. We always retrace to it, but at this point in time, we're sat on it, and if we retrace to it, if we don't actually find the level of support on it, we're going to find that resistance, and then we're going to trade below it, right? We're going to trade below it and basically ride that wave down. And in terms of example's sake, right, as you can see here, we're riding this wave down, and then we find it again, and yeah, vice versa, same sort of thing coming through here. So yeah, it's definitely a thing to watch out for here on the hourly. And in terms of you guys that don't actually have this indicator itself, that's going to be around that 29,850 sort of mark, where we're pretty much sat now, right? So if we can get over that final level of support coming through here, a couple of hourly candles, then yeah, it's going to be looking for more of a confirm for the uptrend that we're kind of see, right? We're trying to see this uptrend. I would be looking for resistance coming through at this candle body close on the hourly, and that's going to be around that 30,173 there. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting time here to watch out for. We do have this 10 simple coming through as well, but yeah, I would expect another dump, as I was just saying. Now, bringing up the MACD coming through here, this is very interesting as well, right? Because we are seeing this trend reversal coming through here. This trend cycle that we have been talking about, it's actually been invalidated coming through here. As you can see, we've got insane spillage coming through it. Where's that tool? This insane spillage coming through here, as you can see here, coming through on the MACD here. And this is very interesting because on the 4 hourly, actually, I did look at this earlier. We're actually sat there on this level of support, and that's why we're seeing this this trend in a sense fizzle out, right? Which is quite fascinating. It's fascinating because we've invalidated it here on the hourly, and we're seeing it still fizzle out, which means that we do have room to actually move to the top side. Granted, we don't have a lot of room here in terms of this cycle coming through, in terms of this uptrend on Bitcoin on the midterm. Sorry, my phone just went off, threw me off totally. So yeah, we don't have a lot of room to actually form an uptrend here, but we've got a lot of room to fizzle out here on the 4 hourly before we're going to see that bullish MACD crossover, and it's not going to be very strong indeed. As you can see here, it's going to be pretty held back by a heavy level of resistance there in terms of an uptrend. So yes, at this point in time, I do see us curling over in terms of this downtrend fizzling out on the 4 hourly, and as you can see on the hourly, we are doing just that, and we are currently above this level of support line, as we are seeing here. So hopefully we can see that retrace come back up. Then we're going to see some sort of bullish crossover come through. But as I was saying on the 4 hourly, it's not going to be very strong indeed. And going on off the last two uptrends coming through, they've been pretty weak indeed. So yeah, a couple of things to think about. We're no longer converging here on the MACD. We're currently diverging, so that means we're coming together, waiting for that crossover. The trend is fizzling out, and that's what we are seeing in terms of the live price action right now. We're seeing this uptrend come through just to validate this downtrend, right? Interesting stuff there. Now, looking at the RSI coming through on the hourly, this is that's pretty much invalid now, so we can get rid of that. Simple as so. Simple as that, right? It's quite interesting what's happening because we've got oversold pretty clearly, right? Pretty clearly oversold when we see a dump like that. So we need to see this sort of retracement coming through. So I wouldn't be surprised. This is what I'm saying. Before they're going to dump it again, right? They're not just going to absolutely tank it off a cliff here, because then we're going to be seriously oversold. I'm sweating right now. It's so hot in here. I can't deny. And excuse the noise of the fan and the street. I've had to open the window to the street. So you're gonna be able to hear the street. I can't sit in this 40-degree room and not have any air conditioning or any of that, because our houses in England, we're not built for this. We're not built different. We're not built like this. So yeah, in terms of our Bitcoin right now, we are looking at this oversold point in terms of the hourly. So that's why we need the retracement. We need to get to this central point on the RSI before they decide to whack it back down again, right? So yeah, we are going to need this consolidation. We are going to need this retracement. It's healthy. It's healthy if we do that. If we start banging it down, it's not healthy, right? We are going to see some insane retracement if we start banging it down, right? So yeah, we need a consolidatory period, looking for that next short entry, and then we can ride that wave all the way down to the deep sea blue yet again, right? That's pretty much Bitcoin summed up on the hourly chart. Let me jump to the 4-hourly. Did touch on this briefly a minute ago there, guys, but I'll get to that again in a second. In terms of live price action here, actually got in a juicy, lovely little short position before I went to sleep last night, and it was very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. I woke up to a beautiful take profit, around a 2.3%. Very nice indeed. Horizontal to horizontal. We left this chart pattern in terms of this descending triangle coming through here. Let me draw that in a bit better. Let me get rid of that actually. Get rid of that and get rid of that. As you guys can see, descending triangle coming through for you newer guys out there. And then also we do have this parallel channel coming through as well. We did leave both of these chart patterns. So for me, that was the confirmation that we were going to go short. And we are below all of the major moving averages as well here, guys. So it's like, yeah, we're in a downtrend. It's looking pretty rough indeed. We did have the continuation to the downside. I was looking for an entry around this sort of zone, but we actually came back up. We retested the lower side of this descending triangle. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I could enter here, but I really do want that confirmation of a low below this horizontal and also below this parallel channel, right? So I waited for that low coming through there, and then I entered around this sort of zone here, around that 30,500 sort of zone there, and then basically shorted it all the way down, set my take profit around this sort of zone here. And the sort of, yeah, I had one take profit set around at 30,188, and then after that, it was a bit lower than that. Yes, around this sort of zone coming through here. Yes, on that wick around that 29,996 there. So yes, interesting stuff there. Very nice position coming through. Now, referencing the MACD, as I was just saying there, we are seeing this reversal in the trend. We are seeing this support coming through here in terms of this downtrend on the 4-hourly, the midterm here for Bitcoin, which is quite interesting, right? Because as I was just saying, we do actually have room. We have room to see the momentum change to the upside before we're going to get any resistance in terms of this uptrend, in terms of this cycle. Now, with that being said, guys, as I just explained previously there, so I'm just going to do a couple of shout outs coming through. We got Marty in the chat there. We got, do you think it's possible to see a swing failure around 27,000? Hey, bro. It's interesting times right now. I would be aiming for that 28. I think it's 28,800 first, and that's the previous low. That's what I would be aiming for first, because we know we're going to find some resistance there. If we go lower than that, then it's going to be pretty bad, right? It's going to be pretty bad. But I do see us, if we do go lower than that, it's going to be lower low at the end of the day, right? It's going to be a lower low at the end of the day. Yes, I don't think we're going to absolutely progress it to the downside from there. I do think we are going to see some sort of traps coming through, because as I was saying at the start of the stream, guys, if we're a whale, we're not going to absolutely just keep dumping it, right? We're going to be sending everyone back bullish, right? So yeah, that's what I think about that scenario coming through there. So yeah, there's always going to be buy opportunities to get these swings. And I will be explaining how to be trading this very shortly indeed. But just don't, when it's dumping, just don't panic, because when it's dumping, it's going to be dumping quite quickly, right? Just don't panic. It will come back. It will come back. They're not just going to dump it off a cliff, right? So like, look, clear example, right? We're going to come back up. We're going to be testing these lower highs coming through there. So yeah, anyway, back to the MACD coming through there. So yeah, we do need to take into account we can see some sort of reversal coming through here. But at the end of the day, we are still converging in this downtrend. We are seeing it fizzle out. I would be intrigued to see how this 4-hourly candle is going to close, to see whether we are going to invalidate this cycle coming through here. As you can see on the MACD here, we have got quite a big trend cycle coming through in terms of the levels of support, which we are currently testing this crucial zone. We do have enough room to come down and actually invalidate all of this that we've got coming through here, and we are at the end of the cycle, guys, so it is definitely a possibility. Very interesting stuff there to think about, and it's quite exciting, I must say. It's very exciting trading Bitcoin and trading all the altcoins at the moment, because they're all just going crazy. It's a good time, right? Everyone's losing it, but I'm there like, yo, this is sick. Like, we're gonna get some nice swings. They're gonna be big. It's gonna be volatile. It's gonna be juicy. It's gonna be good stuff. So yeah, as you can see here, we do also have this this up cycle on the down we have this cycle on the MACD for these uptrends, right? As I was just saying, it is at the end of this cycle, so that is another scenario that we need to take into account. If we do invalidate this, we could see a pretty big upswing, right? We could see a pretty big upswing, and I'm not going to rule it out. I'm not ruling it out just because think how bullish everyone will be if we went all the way back up to like 32k above the 55, reclaim the top side of this this descending triangle coming through and found support there, and actually come up and started testing this top side of this parallel channel around this 32,800. A lot of people would be bullish from there, right? And that's as I was saying, guys, that's what the whales want. That's exactly what they want. So yeah, that's definitely a scenario you need to take into consideration. Now, referencing the RSI coming through here, we are pretty much oversold, as I was just saying previously, but we do need to take into consideration, guys, we do have this insane downward sloping resistance line. The Viva La resistance plays out here pretty futilely, so we do need to take into consideration if we are going to see any sort of pump to the top side here, we're going to be watching this zone for that Viva La resistance, for that the retrace down. And if we do set that lower low in terms of the next huge swing to the downside here, if we do set a lower low and we do see that progression to the upside yet again, it's going to be a very juicy short position, because we know this trend is basically it's just going to continue to the downside, right? So yeah, we are going to be looking at a juicy short position off the RSI line down once we've had that massive upswing that we not potentially looking for right now. I would see this happening in probably maybe 3 or 4 days or so, maybe this coming weekend. I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to make it all go bullish for the weekend. I wouldn't be surprised after the Grayscale unlocking. But yeah, this week I think it's going to be a pretty bloody week. So just trade safe, guys. Trade safe out there. You have to excuse the sweat if you can see it pouring off my head. It is pretty hot today, I must say. And yeah, it's our houses in England, we're not built for this, right? We're not built for this. Just gonna have some H2O, and then I'm gonna jump to the daily for you guys, and we'll see what's going on there. Good stuff. Last night I was like, D says, last night I was like, this is going to dump. So I took a gamble and sacrificed a fair chunk of ETH for Pulse Chain, Thin Air. Either the best decision ever or a really stupid one. We'll see. Fingers crossed for you, D. Because you know why we're here, bro. We're here to make money. It's as simple as that, guys. We're here to make money. So yeah, I hope you do well there, D. Good luck to you, sir. Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed. I actually shorted Ethereum as well, so I made a pretty penny on that last night. Monthly wage in my sleep, as we like to say on this channel. So yeah, as you can see here, on the daily chart, I was saying crucially yesterday, if we lose this trap zone, there's going to be a potential little short position coming through. I mean, I already shorted on the lower term timeframes, but this was a bit of juicy confirmation that we are going to see us come down even lower there, Tim is saying, I think we've also got to take into account the previous CME gap at 24,000. It's not been filled yet. If it can be filled by a wick, it's going to get filled at the end of the day. So yes, we do need to take that into consideration as well there, Tim. I mean, in terms of predicting the CME gap for when it's going to actually get filled, I wouldn't expect, if we're looking at the ratio between that lower low and this lower low, it's still only around 4%. So if we are going to have the confirmation that this bear market is coming into, keep clicking the wrong tools. Oh no, I forgot to change the battery in my mouse. That's gonna be really dead if that dies on the stream. Yeah, I've got the low battery light flashing at me, so fingers crossed it doesn't die, guys. That'd be awful if it did. I wouldn't even be able to stop the stream because obviously the mouse will die. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Hopefully it doesn't. But yeah, so as you can see, percentage between this low and this low. If we are going to be setting lows at these percentages, it's going to be taking us quite a long time to get down to the CME gap sort of level coming through here, as in literally like by September sort of times. And we know how crypto behaves in the summer, from around like July to September sort of area. it's been pretty rough in previous price action, right? So yeah, that's definitely something to take into consideration, guys. It could be a pretty bit of a bloody summer before we see any sort of progression coming up. But as I said a minute ago, guys, we're not just going to keep going down. We're going to have these swings up to the upside, pretty big swings as well, flipping everyone bullish, getting everyone excited again, and then just going to dump it on everyone, liquidating everyone's longs. So that's how they make money in this game. So be careful out there, guys. Be careful. I can't stress that enough. I just don't want to be seeing you guys getting wrecked and stuff like that. Calm, collected. This is how we do it, right? Simple as that. So yeah, as you can see here, we did lose this parallel channel inside the parallel channel on the daily chart here. If we and also this trap zone, so it was an instigation that we are going to come down. We do have this volume weighted ATR band coming through in terms of a buying opportunity, and that is correlating pretty well. Oh, LR, can't hear the fan. That's pretty good that you can't hear the fan. There's also a gap at 18k and 9k. I wouldn't be betting on closing those gaps. Yeah, hopefully we don't get that. Well, I don't want to say, like, hopefully we don't get down there. I've got an indicator that works like a god mode when we're down that sort of area. So so we'll see. I'll probably make more money down there. And for all of us guys that all really do believe in crypto out here, we know if we're going to get down there, we're just going to be accumulating like never before. We're just going to be accumulating so goddamn much. And yeah, so yeah, if it does get down to these sort of levels down here, then yeah. Juicy accumulation zone, and we're going to be stacking up that Bitcoin, that tech gold coming through there. But yeah, in terms of this volume weighted ATR band, we need to take into consideration, guys, for a bounce point, because if we do come down to this zone, I wouldn't be surprised if we wicked like we have before, coming through on this daily here. So we could see a wick like that, a nice lower low getting set here, and then obviously that retracement in the price coming through, that buy back coming through. Donna says, neither can I. Wink face coming through there. So yeah, Donna can hear the fan, but yeah, hopefully it's not too bad, and hopefully it's not too distracting from my voice in a sense, right? But yeah, if we are going to be looking at coming down here, I would be seeing it happening in a few days or so. I mean, we could colossally dump after seeing what's happened here, and we have lost this parallel channel coming through here. I'm clicking the wrong things here. I've just jumped off across to Neo. My mistake, guys. So yeah, as you can see, if we are going to be doing some sort of price prediction measure move from this channel to the lower side, I would be doing something along the lines of this. And to fill that measure move, it does correlate pretty goddamn well with this volume weighted ATR band sat around this 29,048 there. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting indeed. If we do see any more progression to the downside, I mean, it is still looking pretty rough, and we have, I hate to say it, guys, on the daily we do have room, right? We do have room to come through, but in terms of the RSI, and before we get to that oversold point, right, we do actually have room to come down further, and that is going to be setting a lower low if we are going to be referencing price action there. But as I was saying, in terms of the other RSIs coming through on the 4-hourly here, on the midterm, we are oversold. So we are going to need that consolidation, that retrace in the price. And that's what's making me think that we are going to be coming back up to these sort of zones, that 30,500 sort of zone. And if it is really volatile, it is going to be flipping a lot of people bullish. And they'll be like, oh my God, I missed this buying opportunity. We're going to the goddamn moon. No, we're not. We've set another, well, we're going to be setting another lower low, I do think. We are going to get swift rejections coming through. I wouldn't be surprised at all. There is still looking very goddamn bearish in my opinion, right? But yeah, in terms of referencing the RSI right now, we still have got room to come down on the daily, and that's still not going to move even if we do see a couple of 4-hourly candle closes up at these sort of levels, right? It's still not going to be doing anything for the RSI here, because we've still, on the daily of course, because we've still got 15 hours and 32 minutes left on the daily to basically scur around for a bit. So if we can get a nice juicy short position in at sort of, not that zone, at sort of this zone here, we're obviously going to see where this trend fizzles out, and then we could be potentially shorting this zone sort of coming down. This is speculation, guys. Back down to this horizontal, and then if we do, I would be taking quite a hefty juicy amount of profit here. Tropicana, Capri Sun juice coming through here, stacking that paper. We are going to be making that money coming through there in terms of that short position, but we are going to be waiting for that sniper entry coming through there. Now, if we lose this low here, guys, if we lose this low in terms of this downtrend, sat at around this 29,600, I can see us going considerably lower, and that's where we're going to be. That's where we're going to be referencing. That's where we're going to be referencing this zone coming through here, right? Because if we are going to be losing, this zone on the shorter term time frames here, on the daily, we are going to be watching this zone coming through here, because if we lose this 28,950 there, it's very likely that we are going to see some sort of measure move from this thing, if we take it from this parallel channel to the downside, which we've been in for God knows how long now, since May, we're bored of this channel. We want out. We want out. We're cashing in the chips. We want out of this. We could be seeing a move all the way down to 23k there. Now, in terms of a percent for this short position, obviously, guys, this isn't going to happen overnight. It's going to be a very, very long-winded short position, probably over a few weeks or so. So yeah, be prepared for that if you are going to be looking at some sort of position like this, obviously when we break down like so. And it's not going to be as simple as just a swift breakdown when we come all the way down like so. It's going to be literally like probably coming up, probably trying to stop a load of people out. So I wouldn't be recommending a tight stop loss on the daily here, and then basically just riding that wave down. Hopefully we see the completion of the measure move, and that's going to be around a 19.87%. But guys, remember, if this does happen for BTC, we've got to think about the other altcoins, right? God rest them, RIP, because they're going to be falling. They're going to be falling stupid amounts of percents, right? Probably like 60-70% there. So we do need to think the confidence in the market, how it's going to change, right? So yeah, definitely a few things to take into consideration for the future there. Let me have a little look here. Mika says, what kind of leverage do you use, Chester? I'm afraid I can't do leverage, I'm afraid, because we're in England and it's illegal, and I'm not going to incriminate myself. So yeah, unfortunately I can't do leverage, so I have to do spot trading. So yeah. Oh, good old H2O. Very good stuff indeed. But yes, as I said, crucially, we do need to watch this. This zone is it's just so crucial, this 29,000 sort of zone. If we lose that, we could be looking at some juice. Some real Tropicana coming through there. So yeah, that's pretty much Bitcoin summed up here on the daily. Let me jump to the weekly and we'll see what's good here. This is interesting, right? Chester uses 60 subs only. Not sure. Morning, Dan B. How you doing? Very nice to see you on the stream there. 31 likes. You guys are absolutely killing it today. Very, very good stuff. Now, as you can see, we are sat at 29,826. God, it's quite weird to say that, actually. We're sat at 29,824. Nice shout out to you there, Restless, as well. Nice to see you back on the stream there, bro. So I think I missed your message up there. So yeah, definitely good to see you back on the stream there, bro. But yeah, the low point that we do need to watch here is going to be this 28,800. To watch here. If we do lose that zone, then it's pretty rough. It's going to be pretty rough indeed. The next point of support coming through here on the weekly is going to be this zone coming through, this consolidatory period on the way up that we saw in November, just at the start of that bull run coming through there. So yeah, that's going to be sat around the 18,764. And if we go down there, then the buying opportunities that we're all going to see for multiple altcoins there, guys. So yeah, just take that into account. If we do lose this zone, then it's pretty rough. Like, as you can see here, we've got a nice bounce point at this 28,834 there. As you can see, we've got a couple of wicks coming down there, so it's going to be quite surprising if we lose this zone. But if we do, it's rough. It's rough indeed. Like the dog goes, rough. Woof. So yeah, as you can see, yeah, it's pretty crucial if we do lose this zone. Scary stuff indeed. Now, if we are going to be referencing the bull market barrier coming through here, let me get rid of the WOD machine for a second there. As you can see here, blue, we're in a bull market. Red, we're in a bear market. It does work better on the daily coming through here. But yeah, as you can see, it's getting more to this stage of a bear market coming through. So yeah, if we reference the last time that we did see this, we did actually see quite a heavy retracement. I think it's 95% or something since that lower price to that high price coming through there. Yeah, 98%, 97%. So yeah, I'm pretty surprised we didn't see anything sort of like that, because that would have been the perfect sort of trap scenario for the whales to be coming through, banging us all the way back up to like 45k there, and then absolutely tanking it down like that. So please be aware, it still could happen, right? We still could break to the top side. But crucially, we do need to get over these lower highs, sat around that 41 sort of area there. But honestly, I would not be surprised if the whales banged it to that before having that continuation to the downside there. So yeah, be prepared for that, guys. Don't just be blindly entering longs and stuff if we are going to see a little bit of price action to the top side, because in my opinion, it's just so bearish, right? It's just so bearish. We've got these lower highs being set continuously. Granted, we had a little challenge. We invalidated a couple of them, but it's just been lower highs continuously, right? And now lower lows being set. So yeah, crucial point I would say to stress on the daily is, on the weekly coming through, that's what we're doing, would be this 28,834. If we lose that, then all hands are off. We're going to let the steering wheel go. It's crazy. It's going to be absolutely crazy stuff. So yeah, and the altcoins they're going to suffer, guys. They are going to suffer. Now on the monthly, right, where are we in the month? We're on the 20th in the month. We've had 4 red ones in a row. 4 red in a row. That's nearly going to be the same as the 6 if we keep it going, right? So I would expect some sort of literally a bounce point at this zone. I don't think we're going to come all the way up to this open around this 34,900. But guys, we know what happens at the end of the month. Sometimes it does pump as well at the end of the month, so we need to take that into consideration. And that's going to bring us all the way up to 35k. There, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if we did see these 4 red candles in a row. But as you can see, we've got six green. I think they're green. I'm pretty colorblind, but yeah, 6 green candles in a row here. So on the next month, I would expect either a sideways action or a nice little green candle coming through there before we are going to see that continuation to the downside if we do see it. I mean, as I was saying, guys, we're not just going to absolutely dump off a cliff. We're not just going to see 6. I don't think we're going to see 6. It's very unlikely that we do see 6 red candles in a row. But as we said here, this is the first time that we saw 6 turquoise. We'll go turquoise or green. We'll go green. 6 green candles in a row here for the monthly. It was the first time we saw that for Bitcoin. So yeah, don't rule that out. The 6 in a row to validate this 6. So yeah, it's very interesting to see what's going to happen. But as I said, on the daily there, crucial point to watch is, I can't stress this enough, 28,834. Hero Optimist is always using 125x. You're a leverage junkie, bro. You're slapping them veins. You're a leverage junkie. So yeah, I wouldn't be leveraging that much, bro. But each to their own. If you're making that paper, that's good stuff, because you know why we're here, bro. You all know why we're here. We're here to make money. It's as simple as that, guys. It's as simple as that. So yeah, 31 likes. You're absolutely amazing. Can I get a 35 like target on the table? Bang. Very good stuff indeed. If I can get that, that'd be absolutely amazing. Guys, I do stream every single morning, Monday to Friday. Cheeky little gif in there. Very good stuff. I do stream every single day, Monday to Friday. So if you like the content, smash the subscribe button, smash the notification bell. You're never going to miss one of my uploads. Good stuff. Now, touching on the Bitcoin dominance right now, we have been discussing this. We've been discussing this yesterday, and we got this falling wedge pattern. And you can see how the alts are faltering here. Because if this is going up, guys, the alts are going down. It's as simple as that. People are moving their money from the altcoins into Bitcoin. I mean, it's not really showing. It's not really showing. We're seeing pretty colossal dumpage coming through for Bitcoin. But at the end of the day, people are losing confidence in the alts if Bitcoin is absolutely dumping off a cliff. So we are going to be looking at some sort of measure move completion coming through here around this 47.69. And we do have, we're going to be finding a level of support on this 46.85. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw the progression to the upside. And now we need to take into account there, guys, of the this isn't the altcoins, but altcoins coming through there, because we could see some insane stuff coming through. Ban Strike saying shave please, Chester. Bro, you commented on my thing the other day, right? Can you shave, bro? Can you shave, bro? I went onto my Telegram. I did a little poll in the community there. If you want to join the community, amazing place. We were all chatting all day, every day about trading. Very good stuff. I chucked a poll in there, and it was like, should I shave? Should I not? And I think the vote was no, but so I decided to trim it right back. I trim it right back. And yeah, you're still telling me to shave, bro. So yeah, you obviously want a clean baby face Chester. So we'll see that one day, bro, maybe. But yeah, so in terms of the market dominance coming through, BTC dominance, I would expect us to come up to this sort of zone. Maybe even getting a swift rejection on this falling weighted ATR band first. But we need to take into account, guys, the alts are going to falter here. The alts are going to falter. So just if you are hodling, hold tight for the ride, because it is going to be a rough one. Yeah, that's pretty much Bitcoin dominance covered. Yeah, as you can see, I wouldn't expect anything lower. That pizza looks unreal. I wouldn't expect anything lower from the fear and greed index right now. Sorry, anything higher, just because you can see what's happened, right? You can see what's happened with Bitcoin. We've dumped off an absolute cliff, and that's obviously going to be spreading a lot of fear coming through there. Horrible stuff, right? I did want to touch on total market cap of crypto right now. As you can see here, we're sat at 1.18 trillion. It's very interesting, right? This is quite interesting to me, right? But just because, if you remember when BTC, you got saved that day. Is that a new movie? So yeah, in terms of the total market cap here for crypto, it's interesting to see, right? Because we all remember when Bitcoin actually hit $1 trillion market cap there, hit $1 trillion market cap, and now the whole crypto market is only sat at 1.18 trillion. So you can see the actual money that's been pulled out of crypto and the confidence that has left it. We were sat at near enough $2.5 trillion, which in the grand scheme of things internationally is still really low, believe it or not. We're still seriously early, even at this zone here, for the money that could be actually adopted. Just go and Google about how much the market cap is for the dollar and the pound and all the Japanese yen and all that stuff. If you really think about it for the future, it's going to be ridiculous, right? It's going to be absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on that briefly, just to put it into a bit of realization that Bitcoin actually did hit 1 trillion on its own, which is fascinating. and now it's literally all of the cryptos itself. You can see the market caps, how low they are, right? Bitcoin is literally sat near enough at 559 billion there, and literally look, they're just so low. Literally, in below the top 20, they're literally sat at around 4 billion, which is so low compared to what they were. So yeah, I did want to touch on that pretty briefly indeed. Now, in terms of the race, in terms of the crypto race right now, BNB is ahead of Cardano by literally like near enough $10 billion. So yeah, it's going to be quite interesting to see who catches who there. And Tether and obviously Ethereum holding strong indeed. So yeah, that's pretty much BTC summed up there, guys. So yeah, thank you for watching the BTC update. I hope you've had a fantastic little update coming through there. Now let's jump to my I'm gonna do my altcoins of the day from yesterday, because first things first, as Ethereum was a very nice trade for myself. Let me just have some H2O and we'll get back to it. It's quite hard speaking continuously here, guys. Oh, we just smashed the 35 like target. Absolutely amazing, guys. Do appreciate you guys out here. Very good stuff. So yeah, touching on Ethereum right now. Obviously, BTC dumped. Ethereum obviously took a fall with it. It's natural. It happens. It's natural selection. It's all of that good stuff going through there. So yeah, as you can see here, we were talking about this falling wedge pattern coming through here. And also, we did have another falling wedge pattern coming through here, which did actually get pretty much invalid, because we just basically saw, as we come to the end of it here, there wasn't really a lot going on. We didn't really see any sort of measure move. Well, we did see a measure, but it's too small to really get a gauge from. But we are going to leave this downward sloping resistance line coming through here, just because if we do see any sort of progression to the upside, which I wouldn't be surprised if we did, right? Having Bitcoin doing what it's going to do, I do think we are going to be coming up to this 30Ks, early 30Ks sort of zone there. I don't think we're going to 31 at all, but like 30,300 to 500. I wouldn't be surprised if we got some sort of rejection coming through there. That's obviously going to give everyone else a little bit more of confidence, a little bit more confidence in the market. I was going to write down a request there, 10s only, but I threw my pen. Miles, can you look at Clover? Is that Clover Finance, bro? Because I know that did launch on not CoinMarketCap, it launched on Coinbase, and it's very new. But I'll touch on that for you, bro. First things first, I got to get through Ethereum, Binance Coin, 88, DOT, Litecoin, and Uniswap, because there's some juicy things that we could be looking at today. Yeah, a couple of things I do want to touch on there. So yeah, as you can see at this point in time, we're currently sat on this pretty crucial level of support. Currently resistance for we actually did lose the support currently for Ethereum here, and that's currently sat at around that 1,751 there, currently trading at 1,745. So it's going to be very interesting to see where this 3-hourly candle closes here. Sorry, this 4-hourly candle closes here. If we do close below this zone, I wouldn't be surprised if we did see this trend actually fizzle out. If we jump down to the smaller time frames, as you can see here, we are currently testing the volume weighted ATR band coming through. I mean, it's going to be crucial to watch here. If we do see this play out just to be a wick here, it's going to be very interesting. We are going to see a reversal in the trend and that progression to the upside, and I would expect some sort of test of this 1790 sort of zone there before continuation to the downside. I wouldn't be surprised at all there. I mean, in terms of referencing these wedges that I was just talking about there, in terms of these wedges that we were just talking about there, I made a juicy trade, and I took a lump of profit at around this 1752 there. And but yeah, I did make my trade as we left this zone here, because we left this chart pattern coming through here, and also we did actually reclaim the top side of this chart pattern, which gave a bit of confidence that we are going to come down. But same as Bitcoin here, in terms of this cycle to the downside here, on the 4-hourly, we are going to hopefully see some sort of support get gauged here. I'm not saying it happens every time. I'm saying it's definitely a point that we need to be thinking about in terms of correlation, in terms of support, right? So yeah, as you can see, we are looking at maybe finding some level of support coming through in terms of a reversal of the trend. But yeah, it's definitely something to take into consideration. But if you look at the MACD, we're still converging, right? We're still converging. We're not quite diverging. We're not quite there yet to see that sort of imminent reversal. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what happens, and I'm very excited to see what happens. As I said, I made a nice pretty penny last night on Ethereum shorting it. Did pretty much exactly the same as Bitcoin there, so pretty good stuff indeed. And we did take profit at this lower wick, this lower low point here, sat at around that 1700 sort of mark there. I'm not sure exact prices, but yeah, probably 1710 around that zone, because that did correlate with the lower side of this falling wedge indeed, right? I'm just going to take a breath. Did correlate with the lower side of this falling wedge indeed. So yeah, interesting stuff there. Very good position for Ethereum. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. If you are looking for a bit of a scalpy scalp coming through, I would be inclined to say watch for the break of this horizontal, which we are currently breaking, right? Let me jump to a smaller time frame. Yeah, so if we break this horizontal coming through at 1728, you could be shorting it down to this 1700 sort of area there. In terms of percent, it's not going to be huge, but it's going to be a bit of a percent nonetheless, near enough 2% there. So yeah, that's something I would be looking out for. And as you can see at the moment, we are actually dumping quite significantly for Ethereum. Coming up from the start of this candle, we've dumped literally like 20 bucks, pretty much exactly. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens here for Ethereum today. Very, very interesting, and I am going to be looking at trading this. But yeah, I did want to do a little bit of a review on that trade itself, and also because it is my altcoin of the day from yesterday. And I always touch on that from the previous day. My second altcoin of the day from yesterday is BNB, Binance Coin, baby. Now, if we jump to the 4-hourly here, I know quite a few people in the Telegram who actually made a nice pretty penny. They obviously did their own research, because nothing I say is financial advice. They did their own research here, and they went away and they did their own research, and they entered some nice juicy short positions. I had one guy in there, he was making that serious paper, right? He was making that money, because you know why we're here, guys? We're here to make money. It's as simple as that. So yeah, he was making that paper. He made a nice pretty penny on BNB, and also I think ADA as well, because that's my altcoin of the day from yesterday as well. I gave him a little insight. I said, yo bro, go do your own research, and when we leave this trap zone, it's going to be a very nice position to the downside if we can get that progression. And yeah, as you can see, if we could actually probably draw something along the lines of this now, in terms of, because as you can see, it's pretty much parallel, so that actually does level up in terms of a nice level of support. And as you can see, we are finding that there. So yeah, very interesting stuff indeed. This was the position that I was looking for. I'm pretty transparent with my trades, guys. I didn't get into it. I missed my entry, and I was more focused on BTC and Ethereum when it was going crazy yesterday. So yeah, I'm pretty transparent. It would have been a successful trade, but I didn't get involved with it. I missed it. Pretty annoying. But yeah, some of the guys in the Telegram, you did yourself. So well done for that. But yeah, I just did want to touch on this from yesterday, because it did play out pretty goddamn perfectly, if I may say. But yeah, it's pretty much Binance coin pretty much summed up there. If we are looking for any sort of price targets today, guys, if you do lose this zone in terms of this support, then you could be looking at a bit of a scalp position, maybe down to this horizontal at around this 255. Now, if you lose that horizontal, as you can see, candle body close on this horizontal on the 4-hourly here, you could be looking to go to this horizontal from this candle body close on the previous low, right? And that could be sat around this 230. God, that's so cheap for BNB, 236 there. Obviously, guys, reference your own research here. I'm not a financial advisor. Reference your own research here, and definitely reference Binance Coin, not Binance Coin, BTC itself, because that's obviously the leader in the market. And as we see this that's not it. The BTC dominance coming through there. This is definitely a point to reference as well, because if this is going up, the altcoins are going to be going down. It's as simple as that, right? So yeah, definitely a crucial point to watch here for the day. If we do lose these zones coming through, potential short position. Obviously, do your own research, guys. Now, jumping on to ADA, position for ADA that we were looking for yesterday. Obviously, again, nothing I said is financial advice, guys. Well done to the guy who made a nice cheeky bit of profit coming through on the Telegram there. Very nice stuff indeed. 38 likes, guys. You guys are killing it. Can we hit a 40 like target coming through? That'd be absolutely amazing if we could. Yeah, that would be absolutely amazing if we could, guys. And we've got 10s only in the chat saying, yes, that was it, mate. We got Benji, Matic getting crushed and oversold every time frame. Will def swing long when BTC hits 28k. Tell you what, bro, let's have a little look at Matic together. I'll write that on the list. We'll have a little look at Matic together and see if we can get a sort of a price prediction and a gauge to see what's kind of happening, because we know Matic, it's been trending down for a long time. Since it pumped that 230%, I think it was, it's just been going down. So, and obviously Matic's got good tech. They've got good technology coming through there. So yeah, we'll look at see if we can see if we can get some sort of reversal price prediction coming through there. And also Mika says AXS says I don't follow no BTC. Yeah, let's have a look at AXS, because that has been pumping significantly. So yeah, we'll see what's going on there as well. So yeah, ADA at this point in time, we were looking at breaking out of this falling wedge pattern, and we were looking at this juicy short position. Again, pretty transparent about my positions, guys. Yes, it was a successful position, but for me personally, I missed my entry again. I was more focused on BTC and Ethereum yesterday, and I was also testing another strategy that I am working on for you guys as well. So yeah, I didn't get involved with this, but it would have been successful anyway, and it would have been around a 4.59% trade there coming through. Sometimes you miss trades, guys, and it's not the end of the world if you do, because we all know there's going to be another trade. It's as simple as that. It's always going to be another trade, and vice versa. If BTC comes all the way down to these dirty, let me get to a bigger time frame here. Imagine we came down all the way down to these levels of support, right, around this 13,800 sort of mark. we're still going to be trading it, guys. We still know TA. We can still make those huge percents. It's just, it's absolutely fine to come down to these levels. If anything, it's probably better, right? Because then we can accumulate hella more altcoins, all the successful altcoins. And if you join the Telegram, guys, I've got a massive shopping list of altcoins that I'm going to be looking for continuously accumulating as we're going down here, continuously accumulating through this bear market that we're coming into. So yeah, that's definitely something to look at there in the Telegram. I'm not promoting the Telegram out here, but I would just want to say, like, if you want to join and you want to, if you're a new trader and you're nervous about asking questions and stuff, that's the place for you, right? That's the place for you because everyone's helpful in there. We've got Kevin in there. Shout out to Kevin as well. He's putting TA in there like every 10 minutes. He's doing TA on a chart and throwing it in the Telegram. So yeah, it's very good stuff in there happening. So yeah, I do recommend you join that. It's very good stuff. And also if you're not the biggest Telegram person, you can join it and then you can look at the shopping list and you can leave. It's as simple as that. I really don't mind. I'm here to educate and help you guys out. As simple as that. Yeah, as you can see here, for 88 on the 4 hourly, we did lose this zone here, which is quite surprising, right? It's quite surprising actually, because we were on the lower side of this getting oversold, right? Sat literally below this falling wedge pattern. Yet we did see progression to the downside and getting to that oversold point. So we do need to see some sort of retracement to the upside. I wouldn't be surprised if we did see us come back to this $1.10 or maybe even as horizontal at $1.09 20 there. But we do need to take into account we do have this downward sloping resistance line to think about. I mean, chances of getting any sort of resistance is quite low. I would expect to come down on the RSI, and then see a buyback back to that central or some sort of consolidation period looking like so, right? So yeah, interesting stuff there. Donna in the chat there saying Kevin never sleeps. No, Kevin never sleeps. He's he must get like 3 hours sleep a night. So yeah, massive shout out to you, Kevin, if you are watching there, good sir. So yeah, 1 like away from 40 likes. You guys are killing it today. Very good stuff. I'm enjoying myself as well. Having a great stream, I must say, and hopefully you guys are as well. So yeah, that's pretty much ADA summed up there in terms of a price prediction for today and a little evaluation on what has happened yesterday, right? Yesterday and last night here in England, right? So yeah, jumping onto my altcoins of the day. These are 3 altcoins that I have picked that I want to give a little insight to, a little educational standpoint on things that have happened or potential trades for the future that could happen, right? Obviously, nothing I say is financial advice, guys. I do this every single day, Monday to Friday, guys. So yeah, if you do want to tune in, smash that sub button, smash the notification bell. You're never going to miss one of my uploads. It's as simple as that. And I like you guys being here. I like educating you guys. And I like throwing my stream out to more people, right? Not because I make money from affiliate links or any of that stuff. I'm not shilling you links 24/7. I'm literally cold hard trading. I make my money from trading. It's as simple as that, guys. I'm not here to shill you coins or any of that. Like, that's not me, right? So yeah, I wanted to touch on DOT, right? The reason why I wanted to touch on DOT at this point in time, if we are going to see BTC have this sort of retracement, let me get this out of the way for a sec. If we are going to see BTC have some sort of retracement, this is going to be a crucial point to watch in terms of a level of support. And the reasoning for this is, if we jump to the 12-hour coming through, you can see this point at which we're currently testing. It's going to be crucial if we do find support on this zone. As you can see, previous price action, we have seen this zone actually play out pretty strongly indeed. So if we do see some sort of retracement, I would be looking at some sort of short position, probably coming down and tapping this. I do think we are probably going to hit this 10 moving average way before we actually come up and test the lower side of this zone, right? So yeah, I do think we are going to be staying in this range. And if we can profit from this range, guys, that's what we want, right? So it's crucial to see if Bitcoin comes up, it's going to be bringing DOT up as it's going to be bringing DOT up as well, and then we could be shorting down from this zone around a nice 7% short there to basically take into consideration well, not horizontal to horizontal, but sort of I wouldn't say trap zone, but 2 pretty dominant trend lines that we do need to take into consideration there. So yeah, if we can profit from that, absolutely brilliant stuff indeed. Now this is where it gets interesting, right? This is where it does get interesting, because we do have another wick coming down like so. If we are going to be going sort of a parallel level coming through here, we could be looking at something along the lines of this, right? This is fascinating stuff, because if we do lose this zone on the 12-hour, I would be looking to come up and have some sort of retest from this zone. So yeah, pretty crucial point here for DOT. If we do see progression to the downside, we're going to be profiting. If we're going to see progression to the upside, we're going to be profiting. It's as simple as that, right? So yeah, as you can see here, we're trading around that $10.65 there. If we do see a nice retest coming through, nice healthy retest, a nice the RSI actually pulling its finger out and coming back to that sort of central zone, then we are going to be looking at a nice juicy short position. Obviously, this has obviously got to consolidate and come up, and then we can be looking at a short position to come down from there, right? If we are going to be looking at that, we're going to be looking at a massive swing here, guys, around a 15.58% horizontal to slanted downward sloping support, downward sloping resistance line to downward sloping support line. And also we do have the volume weighted ATR band coming through here. I would be looking at massively taking profit at this zone, and also we do have a volume weighted ATR band coming through here at this $9.94 there. So we could see a reversal coming through there, and that's why we're taking a massive 50% or something like that from that zone there. And then we'll be moving our stop loss down to our entry point. So if we do actually come up and get stopped out, it's going to be profit at the end of the day. It's as simple as that. A successful trade is a successful trade. Profit is profit. That's what we like out here. We're here to make money. It's as simple as that, guys. We want those McLarens. We want those Aston Martins. That's what we want. I know a lot of people say when Lambo, but for me, Lambos, they need a bit of innovation, in my opinion. The Lamborghini hasn't really changed shape in God knows how long. So, yeah. I mean, they made the 4x4, but yeah. Anyway, enough about the supercars, right? Where were we? So we did DOT. Let me jump to the next altcoin of the day that I did want to touch on here, and that is that's Litecoin. The reasoning for this is, you can see the reasoning for this. Look at this. Juicy 12% swing. And this is why we do these swings, guys. We're not staring at the charts 24/7. We're literally doing a nice, solid TA, waiting for that absolute golden pocket entry, and then we're going to be making these juicy 12, 13, 15, even sometimes 20%. That's what we're here to make money. Oh, very good stuff indeed. Very good stuff indeed. So yeah, touching on Litecoin here, as you can see here, this was a position to the downside coming through. Very nice short position, around a 12.53%. And this is why we wait for the retest, guys, because as you can see, juicy entry off this horizontal as well. And we would have shorted this all the way down. Very, very nice stuff indeed. Perfect, absolute perfect trade coming through in terms of completing this measure move. In terms of what's happening right now for Litecoin, this is why I wanted to touch on it, right? Just to show how these measure moves, these swings can actually play out very, very well in our favor. Obviously, we're taking profit all the way down, guys, not going for that greedy last actually take profit point, right? Now, we've got a volume weighted ATR band coming through on this 4 hourly, and that's sat around that $100 mark there. So yeah, interesting stuff there to watch out for, because if we do come down to that zone, we could be looking at a bounce. As you can see, candle body close on that previously. Could be looking at a bounce, or we could be looking at a filthy wick to the downside, which could be around this $92 sat on this downward sloping resistance line, which is still sat in this range from that previous crypto crash there. So yeah, we do need to take that into account for a bounce point here for Litecoin. I mean, at this point in time, it is looking bearish, but isn't everything, right? I would be expecting some sort of reversal in the price. But yeah, as you can see, we are actually taking out we're taking out these lower low points already with this candle on the 4 hourly. So I wouldn't be surprised if we did come down to this $101 mark there. Interesting stuff indeed. Should we do a little vote? I think we should do a little vote. Let me jump to our BTC quickly. Let's do a little vote and see what the narrative is for you guys out there, and see what you're all thinking, which is going to be interesting indeed. So at this point in time, guys, we're trading at 29,662 there. Do you think we're going to have a consolidatory period here, come up, test this zone, and then fall down further? We're going to have a 1 if you think we're going to come up and test, or we're going to have a 2 if, this is obviously in the chat, guys, we're going to have a 2 if you think we're just going to see imminent dumpage to the downside, and we're going to come down and see this zone. So 2, 1 up and test. No, sorry, 1 to come up, 2 to come down. Very interesting. Let's see. Get your answers in the chat there, guys, and we'll get to them in a second. And let's just see what the narrative is, see what you're all saying, and see where we think this is going to go. It's going to be quite interesting for me to see what you guys are thinking. Good morning to you there, Dale. Nice to see you back on the stream though. Continuously supporting the channel out here. Pretty much done with Litecoin out here. So I'm going to be jumping to Uniswap right now. Interesting stuff happening with Uniswap right now. Just because we are actually sat on a pretty crucial point here. Dale's in there with 1. He does think Bitcoin is going to come up, have that retest, and I agree with you, bro. And Joe Hart as well, Donna as well. I do agree with you guys, just because we've dumped down significantly, right? We've dumped down significantly, and we need this retest to come through, and that's when we're going to be entering more short positions. Well, obviously nothing I said is financial advice, guys. I'm not a financial advisor. I just want to educate you guys if I can. Simple as that. Please do your own research. Don't hold me accountable. Tens only is 3. 3 means sideways. I think we're going to go sideways. Am I correct? Tens only? Yeah, good stuff there, bro. Amazing stuff. 42 likes. You're absolutely killing it, guys. But yeah, in terms of Uniswap right now, we're sat on a pretty absolutely crucial point here. If we lose this zone, we're sat on a trap zone. I can easily see us coming down to this $13.47 in terms of this volume weighted ATR band coming through there on the 4 hourly, the midterm. And that's nice, juicy 8% swing there. I mean, I was looking at a measure move to the downside here. It's just a bit too ambitious, guys. And the reasoning for this is it's this clear reason here, bringing us all the way down to $7.97. I really don't think that we're going to be getting to that zone there. Interesting stuff. Hello there, Taran. Hello, everyone. I'm new around here. Nice to see you on the stream there, Taran. My name is Chester, and I walk you through the crypto markets. I pick 3 altcoins of the day every single day, and also a BTC update. Juicy stuff indeed. So yeah, we've got a very nice community, man. They'll all welcome you in, I'm very sure indeed. We're building a lovely community here. But yeah, nice to have you on the stream, bro. And I hope you're enjoying yourself. So yeah, as you can see here, on Uniswap, we are looking at potential juicy short position down. If we lose this zone, if we lose this horizontal, it's going to be looking very good indeed for a nice 8% swing to the downside. I would expect to be watching Bitcoin here, because if Bitcoin's going to come up, obviously this is going to come up as well. And obviously we've done pretty significantly right. If we do candle body close to candle body close in last night, right? We dumped literally like 6%, near enough 7% there. So we need to take that into account in terms of referencing. So I wouldn't be surprised if we had some consolidation along this zone before dumping, because we know about these RSIs, right? The RSIs are pretty overly oversold coming through here, near enough coming through here on the midterm here for Uniswap. So yeah, it's interesting to see whether we are going to see that continuation to the downside. I mean, referencing the MACD here, we're still converging here on the MACD. We're not diverging yet. So this basically is a sign that we could see a bigger downtrend coming through there, and maybe some sort of chart pattern looking like so. So we do have a nice point of support coming through around this minus 0.17 zone there. So we would be looking for a sort of trend reversal at this zone here, and that is that's pretty much correlating with this sort of zone coming down here. So yeah, it's interesting to see. We could be making a nice 8.29% swing there for Uniswap, and that's why it's claimed one of my altcoins of the day there. So yeah, it's interesting. Let's just jump back to the narrative. Bitcoin predictions for the end of 2021. See, it's interesting here, Taran, because Bitcoin it's all up in the air, right? It's all up in the air, and we're dumping significantly, right? If we're going on the last this is the last 4 months, and we're still not quite done with this month. So the last like 3.5 months there, we've done 50%, bro. So it's quite interesting to see an asset dump 50%. It's clearly not healthy at all. It's clearly not healthy at all. But I do think we are going to have some sort of retracement coming through anytime soon. Within the next month, I don't think we're going to have 5 red months in a row. I do think we are going to have some sort of retracement coming through to flip everyone bullish, and then sort of progression to the downside. I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of 2021 we saw us coming down to these sort of levels here. But with that being said, I'd like us to sit around this 18 sort of K, but it all depends whether in terms of fundamental use, whether a lot more countries are jumping onto it, whether a lot more governments make it illegal and stuff like that. There's a lot of factors coming through here, bro, to basically determine whether the price is going to get anywhere near to what we want it to, because obviously we want those massive prices, right? But at this point in time, for a healthy chart to have 6 monthly candles in a row, we need this retracement for it to be healthy, right? So yeah, interesting stuff there to think about there for price predictions for the old BTC there, bro. So yeah, Uniswap right now, this would be an ambitious measure move all the way down to $8. So yeah, I don't think we're going to come anywhere near there, but I would be looking at a low point specifically on the 12-hour for this volume weighted ATR band. That's going to be sat around that $10.85 if we are going to see imminent dumpage coming through there, imminent Grand Canyon jumps, right? Deep sea dives in the ocean. If we are going to see them, then I would be looking at a massive wick down to this volume weighted ATR band around this $10.81. Potentially a nice big buying opportunity coming through there. As you can see, the support is formed. The support is formed along this zone, so we need to take that into consideration for the future here for Uniswap. Now, jumping through to my requests coming through, I've got Clover Finance, I've got Matic, and I've got AXS there. Let me have a little look. Matty says ADA looks so juicy. Just waiting for the MACD to make a cross. Let me have a look at that in a sec, bro. I'll jump to ADA. That was my altcoin of the day from yesterday, so I did just touch on that. But yeah, good stuff indeed. Good stuff indeed. But yeah, I will be probably rounding up the stream after that, guys. So that's I'm gonna do four more altcoins, and then I'm gonna be rounding up the stream because I've got a lot of stuff to do today, and there's a lot of trade positions that I want to be entering, right? And obviously it's quite hard for me to enter trades and do all my TA properly while I'm on stream to you guys, because I want to be getting through as much as possible, right? I don't want to be boring you with all these other all this other stuff, right? And so yeah, as you can see here, let me jump to Clover Finance coming through here. I hope you're all having a fantastic Tuesday morning as well. Very good stuff. It's nice to take a breath. I usually try and bang through Bitcoin and all my altcoins of the day quite quickly, but now it's quite nice to chill. And if you are from England, you probably know how goddamn hard it is. It's just ridiculous, right? It's just awful. So yeah, if we're going on, we're on the 15-minute dirty. Let me jump to, oh, it's because it's new, right? It's because it's a new coin. This obviously got launched on the 15th of July. At this point in time, we've seen imminent progression right now. I didn't realize which coin I was on. If we go candle body close to the top there, it's literally still around 266% to like 384%. So that's still insane gains right now. Obviously, we are expected insane validity with new coins being launched, and that's why we saw imminent dumpage and imminent buybacks. So yeah, at this point in time, this is just clearly a validation of what's happening, right? This is just clear validation of what's happening. If you were looking for some sort of predictions coming through, we do have a falling wedge pattern on the 4 hourly. So if you are looking for a break to the top side, you could be looking at some sort of measure move, probably looking like so. Obviously, it's not going to be huge. That's obviously to the top side, and then vice versa to the lower side. I would be probably going like something like that, right? I would be doing something like that. But as long as we don't lose this this 50-cent zone, then you're pretty good. You're pretty good in terms of a reversal, because it is still quite early in this coin's life, right? In the life cycle of this coin. But yeah, if you are looking for progression to the upside, it's around a 15%, and that's the upside. If you are looking to the downside, around a 30% there. So yeah, not really that much information to really gauge from. Can't really do anything coming through here. So yeah, it's still very early. Maybe hit me with this coin in like maybe like 3 months time, and then I can give you pretty much a better TA coming through there. And in terms of horizontals that we can be referencing here, we've got one around this $1 and $1.69 giggity. So we'll just see if we can bounce from that zone back up to this $1.14. But yeah, at this point in time, it is in a downtrend. So yeah, it is looking like we are going to come down. But yeah, crucial point to watch would be this downward sloping support line that we've got coming through here, guys. So yeah, this is still in this falling wedge pattern. I wouldn't be surprised if we continued in this downtrend for quite a while. The reasoning for this is we need to validate what's happened here. That's just ridiculous pumpage. We need to validate what's happened here before we are going to be looking at any more sort of gains to the upside here. But yeah, confidence doesn't look too bad because it's not like the dirtiest downtrend in the end. Dirtiest downtrend in the end. Dirtiest downtrend that I've ever seen. But because we are seeing confidence coming through here, smashing through moving averages here. So yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. If you are looking to hodl, don't be selling at a loss, because I know some of you might have FOMO'd in at this sort of zone coming up here. If you were FOMOing in at this sort of zone, then yeah, you're going to be waiting a little bit of a while to get back to where you were, right? But yeah, so I wouldn't rule it out. But yeah, it's gonna be a little bit there. And my chart shows it back as far as 2021. Far as 2021, it is 2021. This is I got till July, bro. That's all I got, unfortunately, which sucks. Hero Optimus, can you check DAG? Tell you what, cause you're on the stream quite a lot, Hero Optimus, I can check DAG for you. I'll get onto DAG. Yeah, not a problem, bro. I'll get onto DAG because that's obviously, I think that's been falling recently. It's been falling off a cliff, and I'm pretty bullish on DAG for the future because it's got some pretty good fundamentals coming through there. But yeah, next on the chart is Matic, the famous Matic. We've all been waiting for an imminent recovery for Matic right now, but it's just let us down continuously, right? If we go back to that is ridiculous, man. Look at that. That is bad. That's so bad. And we are seeing deep sea dives like this. Oh my god, and we lost that. Oh god, Matic. R.I.P. bruh. Not good. 10's 2020, sorry. Interesting, bro. Maybe was that Clover? Maybe I'll do no. See if we can find it on. I'll jump back to Matic very shortly indeed. Maybe, yeah, it's probably Qcoin. Nope. It's not having none of it there, bro. Apologies, I'm gonna have to move on. So maybe if you can find the chart, bro, put it in there, put it in the chat, and I'll get to it, man. Definitely, I promise you that, because obviously I don't want to mess up a TA for you there. So yeah, in terms of Matic, right, this is a definitely clear explanation that needs to be had here, because as you can see, we pumped literally 230% from the first crypto crash, giving what is happening. This is awful. What is happening? So yeah, we actually saw near enough a 230% gain there for Matic after that insane crypto crash, which was fascinating, right? Because a lot of people turned hella bullish on Matic, right? It just went insane for a bit, and that's why we're seeing this insane downward spiral, right? This downtrend coming through very, very strong indeed. Now, I'll be honest. I'm always as honest as I can on this channel. As you can see, I thought this zone that we saw here, this consolidation zone here, as you can see, we were fizzling out in the price. I thought this was the whole validation, and then we were going to have significant progression to the upside, right? But unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, no. We just saw progression to the downside. This downtrend is just awful. We saw this falling wedge pattern form. I think I made a bit of money on one of the pumps, though. I do remember that previously. But yeah, we saw this falling wedge pattern form. Now, in terms of referencing falling wedge patterns coming through here, you can see how juicy this would have been as a position, right? As you can see, we're going to go measure move to measure move coming through. Well, measure move trend to trend there. So as you can see, we have come up for that juicy retest in terms of bouncing off this horizontal at around the 78, come up to this zone, testing the 21 moving average at this 84, and then we've just seen imminent rejection. Obviously, Bitcoin has had definitely a thing to say here. Bitcoin has had a thing to say there, and that's obviously another reason why this has dumped significantly. But we have lost this this lower low point, right? We've lost this lower low, which is just terrible. It's just terrible. In terms of where I think Matic's going to go now, just referencing the volume weighted ATR band, guys, we always come back to it, right? If we lose it, we always come back to it. So I do think we are going to come back to this 69 cents there. Bit of giggity coming through there. So yeah, a bit of I do think we are going to come back to this zone here. We just need to watch where this trend reversal is going to happen, and then this is going to be the lower low point that we are going to be referencing, right? Still rough, still dirty downtrend. We're not seeing any confidence reform in the market there. We're actually seeing negative to even the crypto crash coming through there. So it's fascinating, right? Because now we're actually reversing a part of this bull run that we did have here. So yeah, it's very interesting to see where this is going to plan out here. If we are jumping to the bigger term timeframes here, we are still, God, we're miles away from the volume weighted ATR band. So yeah, I do think this is a bit of a panic sell here coming through for Matic. So I wouldn't be surprised if we did see an imminent trend reversal coming through there. Don't just be shorting it. Don't just be fudding in, FOMOing in here, because you are going to get wrecked. It's as simple as that. You can't jump off. Imagine you're jumping off a plane at this zone here. You're jumping off a plane. You're at 10,000 feet, 5,000 feet, 1,000 feet. You're at the ground. You can't fall any further, right? You need to get back in that plane to fall further, right? It's as simple as that. A bit of a weird analogy, but yeah, analogy nonetheless. So yeah, I would be looking at a reversal coming through for Matic pretty imminently, right? I don't see this coming down insanely low. I've not seen any other altcoin actually invalidate this this lower high point coming through here, apart from Bitcoin itself. But yeah, it's interesting, very very interesting. Interesting stuff for Matic to be thinking about. In terms of what's happening on the MACD, right? We're converging again, right? Jeez, we were diverging here. We are converging. I'll just turn my music up really loud. Sorry guys, one sec. We actually have we were diverging, come to this crossover on the MACD, ready for this trend to basically resume to the upside. But unfortunately, no, we've actually seen a convergence. I like that word, coming through there on the MACD, and we're seeing us coming down lower. But as I was saying there, guys, I would be expecting some sort of trend reversal coming through. We can't just keep going down for Matic. Not saying Matic's going to the absolute moon. I'm saying it's going to reverse, and then we're going to see probably a touch of this 69 zone, and then progression to the downside from there. Kevin, hey, how are you guys doing? Big shout out to Kevin in the chat there. Keeps the Telegram alive there, guys. So well done, Kevin. Massive shout out to you there, bro. Do appreciate you out here. A Matic for 25 cents. Let's see the horizontal is around the next horizontal that we've got on the 4-hourly coming through is sat around this 45 cents there. But the completion of the measure move for this chart pattern would bring us all the way down to 56 cents there. But as I was saying, guys, don't just expect us to come all the way down pretty imminently, because we're actually falling off Everest, as I was saying there. We need to actually climb back up or get a bit of rest. Yeah, it's interesting. Obviously, reference on what Bitcoin's doing, because if Bitcoin starts tumbling, this is obviously going to take a tumble as well. But Matic in general, just on its own, if Bitcoin is just to have this continuation sideways period, then yes, then Matic is going to basically have some sort of retracement. I do think that. Now, touched on Matic, let me jump to AXS, because that's apparently behaving abnormally to all the other altcoins out there, apparently. But yeah, interesting. Yes, as we can see here, coming through, this is the 12 hours. So we have seen a bit of progression to the downside from coming through, but nothing really anything like what we've seen in all the other altcoins here. And you can see this uptrend, right? If we go from the lowest point of the uptrend to the top side here, we're still, that's a 744% gain there. Let me say that again, 744% gain there for AXS. It's just insane, right? That's absolutely insane. So we need some sort of validation. You can't climb like that without sort of some retracement, right? So if we are going to be looking at a bounce point for AXS, it would be sat at this $12.85. Obviously, this is the 4-hourly, guys. So it's not going to be happening overnight unless BTC dumps. We're going to see a bounce from this zone here. Should probably do some more research on AXS there, because if this guy is doing well, I'm going to do some fundamental research on AXS, because if it is doing well like this, then yeah, it's obviously got some sort of fundamental use coming through there. DazB says 26k incoming for BTC. Potentially there, bro. We're definitely going to see. We've got a few bounce points on the way down. More at 28.8. If we lose 28.8 at this previous wick, then yes, I do see us coming down lower than that. If we are referencing the longer term time frames here, we do have a measure move actually coming down to this 22,900, which it's pretty unlikely. But we're definitely going to, if we do see a breakdown coming at this zone here, then yes, we do have a volume weighted ATR1 coming through as well, sat at around this 28, 29 sort of zone there. So yeah, it's pretty crucial. I mean, you can see the wicks coming through here from previous price action, so I wouldn't be surprised if we did get to this zone here, and then we did have a massive wick down, and then we saw that buyback happen, right? Because obviously there is going to be a lot of limit orders placed through there. So yeah, potentially, bro. We do have also the CMA gap at 24k, which we were speaking about coming through there. Any more FUD news incoming, Chester? See, Restless, we're still experiencing this Grayscale sort of fugazi thing coming through there. Grayscale is still doing its thing, and they're going to be doing it until the 22nd, I do believe. So yeah, that could all it takes is like one of those investors to be like, you know what, I'm selling my GBTC, my shares in Grayscale, and then Grayscale not having enough buyback power from investors, because at the moment you can see fear and greed index right now, we're still so low, right? So if I was a big dog in the water, I wouldn't be jumping into BTC right now. Obviously, no smart trader or anything would be jumping into BTC to buy it up right now, just because look at this dirty downtrend. The trend is your friend. You go with the trend. If you are going to be buying BTC, you're going to be looking for this trend reversal on the bigger term time frames. If you are looking at the bigger term time frames here on the weekly, it's just going down. Lower lows are being set, so you wouldn't be wanting to jump into BTC now, because you're going to be thinking you're going to get lower prices in the future, right? So yeah, that's why I think Grayscale might have a little bit of a trouble selling up some of their Bitcoin coming through there. But yeah, we'll just see how we go. But yeah, just to take into account there, Restless, that there is so much FUD in the market right now. And obviously, I think Dow Jones or whatever it is, I'm dyslexic as hell, right? I can trade and make money, but I'm dyslexic as hell. That stock market basically, they were down like 800 points yesterday. So that's obviously having a massive effect on Bitcoin. So it would be very, very interesting to see, to basically see what is going to happen for Bitcoin today at stock market open around 2:30 in England, right? So we do need to basically take that into consideration and watching that price action coming through here. Now, let me jump back to this voting. So Dale was 1, Donna was 1, Joe Hart was 1, Hero Optimus was 1, Tens was 3. We think we agreed on the sideways action is 3 for Bitcoin coming through there. So yeah, it's very interesting to see the narrative of what's actually happening there. And Taran is also 1 as well. So yeah, the narrative is we are going to come up, and this is what I do think is going to happen as well, guys. We are going to come up, and I do see us coming up to test this sort of 30,300 to 500 sort of zone before seeing that progression to the downside like that, flipping a few more people bullish, and then we're going to see that dumpage coming through yet again, maybe over the next few days or so. I wouldn't be surprised if we did just consolidate for a while now, after seeing that insane dump last night here in England. Obviously, time zones are different out here, so yeah, obviously I wouldn't be surprised if we consolidate for a bit, came up, get everyone a bit bullish, and then they dump it off a cliff again. Think like a whale, you're never going to fail. They want to be hitting these stop losses, right, of these potential long positions coming through here. I'm sorry, potential short positions coming through. They want those stop losses gone, and vice versa to the downside as well. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting point to watch there for Bitcoin. Going back to AXS there, we've got a bounce point at this 200 EMA or at this $12.77 on the 4-hourly. If we are going to be looking at this downtrend, right, if we are going to be looking at this downtrend, it's healthy. I'm not going to say it's not healthy. It is a healthy downtrend. We're seeing these upswings, basically validating these pumps coming through here. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we did ride down for a bit longer, obviously seeing BTC and how it is behaving. You do need to take into consideration, yeah, the stock correction hit crypto badly. Yeah, it did definitely, bro. Daz, COVID fears. Yeah, this whole COVID vaccination democracy thing is just it's driving me up the wall, to be honest. Yeah, anyway, I'm not going to get into that on live anyway. But yeah, so as you can see, this downtrend is pretty strong. I would be watching this zone for a bit of a reversal of this lower high. We've got a nice point out at this $15.48. If you do see an invalidation of this, then it is nice to see some sort of progression to the upside. We did currently invalidate this this lower high coming through here from this pump, so it is looking a bit more bullish, but yet bearish none the least on those bigger time frames coming through here. And not vice versa. I always keep trying to say vice versa. I don't know why. We are looking at potentially even forming another uptrend coming through here on the 15-minute on the MACD there. So yeah, crucial point to watch would be obviously this horizontal, as I was just saying, at this $15.48. I think that was $15.13 there to watch. If we can get over that candle body close for the 15-minute, that's going to be juicy stuff indeed. The next horizontal that we're looking for is this $15.26. If we can see that progression, we need to invalidate this this lower high at that $15.41. But we do have this 10 simple coming down as well to think about. Interesting stuff to think about there, guys, for AXS there. Amazing stuff. Now, let me jump to ADA. Let me jump to ADA quickly, and then once we're done with ADA, then I'm going to do DAG, and then I'm going to be rounding off the stream with a little BTC update, and then yeah, that's going to be it, guys. That's going to be it, and then I'm going to be in the Telegram, and then we're going to be chatting in the Telegram for the rest of the day, right? So yeah, as you can see, we do have a falling wedge here for Cardano, and this was a pretty juicy goddamn position coming through here. For me personally, I didn't enter. I was more focused with BTC and Ethereum, trading them. Got some juicy shorts in there, but as you can see, this was a successful short position down to this horizontal, around a 4.59%. We did have someone in the Telegram who did his own research, and he did get involved with this juicy trade. So very, very good stuff indeed. Fine, I'll have a look at Hex for you, DCS there. I'll have a look at Hex before I go, because I'm pretty intrigued as well, bro. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, so a lot of things in the air about Hex, so yeah, we'll see, just to do with the owner, but yeah, I'm not really sure on that, but you're obviously, I did see yesterday, bro, you are a big believer in Hex, so I'm not going to set you off, but yeah, it's nice to see you're passionate. That's cool. That's at the end of the day, it's nice to see you're passionate. So yeah, this was a short position that we were looking for ADA. As I just said, I didn't get into it. I missed it. A bit annoying, but yeah, as you can see, you would have made 4.59%, and a couple of people in the Telegram did make a bit of paper from that. So good stuff. Obviously, nothing I say is financial advice, guys. The next horizontal that we are looking for is this $1 and 5 cents. There, we actually have just kind of lost that, pretty much dead on the sort of losing its zone. It'd be interesting to see where this 1 hourly candle close is going to basically close here, because if we do get another one close below this sort of zone, it is an indication that we are going to see us come down lower. How do I join Telegram? Oh, you must be a different Kevin who's in the Telegram then, because I've got another Kevin in the Telegram who's really active, sending TA continuously. And the Telegram is in the description of the video. Description of the live, sorry. So yeah, if you do want to join the Telegram, it is there. And if not, download Telegram or on an app, or you can do it on your PC or your laptop or whatever. It's just like a messaging service. And search up Crypto Chester. Message me, and then I'll send you the group details, and then I can add you to the community if you can't quite work it out and stuff, because I know stuff can be sometimes confusing there. Not a problem, bro. So yeah, just drop me a message on Telegram, and I'll get back to you from there. If not, I don't know where else you can really message me. But yeah. We'll see how we go anyway. But yeah, ADA right now, it's crucial that we basically hold this level of support. If we don't, then we could be looking at progression to the downside. I mean, we do have a volume weighted ATR band coming through. Let me get rid of that. Volume weighted ATR band coming through around this $1 and 4 cents there. So that is obviously holding us up in terms of a level of support. And I would be expecting some sort of reversal. You can see the support is there, continuously coming through here on this volume weighted ATR band. So hopefully we can see that sort of reversal come through. And if we can see that, then we could be looking at another potential short position from this horizontal down again. If we do see a trend curling over like so, right, that would be very nice indeed to see. But yeah, at the end of the day, we are breaking this low. If we do actually lose this volume weighted ATR, and if we do get a 4 hourly candle close below this horizontal, then you could be looking at a potential short position from this zone here, probably maybe even down to this previous wick here, because obviously we do have a nice level of support. Taking profit also at this zone here at this $1. Mad. ADA at $1, that'd be amazing. But yeah, it's imminent dumpage coming through for a lot of the altcoins, obviously referencing Bitcoin coming through there. It's very interesting to see how low Bitcoin is going to go here. Interesting. I have Telegram, I just don't know the details of the group. Yeah, it's in the video description, bro. Just smash that in there, and then yeah, you can join it like so. If not, as I said, just message me on Telegram, and I will send you the details. It's not a problem, bro. No sweat, no sweat. Let me jump to DAG now. Covered ADA. Do you like DAGs? Yeah, jump to DAG on KuCoin. Because as you can see, let me jump to a bigger term time frame. We did see insane progression to the upside, and this coin itself is actually being invested in by a few governments out here. Head down, the governments are getting in. It's primarily for speeding up defense contracts and that sort of stuff. I can't really go quite deep into the fundamentals of it, but the main factor is they're getting involved with it. So if they're getting involved with it, I think it's the more DAG they have, the quicker their connection is. So yeah, it's pretty insane. So I do recommend you do some research on DAG itself, because it is going to be one to watch for the future, regardless of how low it goes through this whole bear market thing coming through here. So yeah, regardless how low Bitcoin will go, obviously it's going to pull all the altcoins down with it, and the confidence in crypto is going to fall drastically. But at the end of the day, in 5 to 10 years, this coin is going to be absolutely mooning if the values are right. If you go on the website of DAG, it's got all the defense contracts that she all literally written out and signed and stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be a big dog. It's gonna be a big shark in the pond, for analogy for you there, guys. So yeah, I definitely want to watch it. In terms of DAG right now, we are looking at a bit of a curl over, which is expected, right? It is expected just because of BTC and what it's doing. We're actually seeing a bit of a pump, I think, for BTC. A little bit of a pump, still below the volume weighted ATR band though. So yeah, interesting. Back to DAG right now. We're currently trading at 10 cents, 8.4. I would expect us to be coming down to this 9 cents and 8.43 there. Hopefully we can bounce off that zone. That's the wrong tool again. Hopefully we can bounce off that zone. Obviously it does look very manipulated here. I think there was a lot of FOMO in the market coming through here, and then obviously basically everyone got sold into there. So yeah, not good stuff there. But in terms of the fundamental, Kevin's joined the Telegrams. Massive shout out to you, Kevin. Well done there, bro. Bro, what's going on with BTC? Says Damn South. I will get to BTC once I am done with I'm doing DAG, and then I'm gonna do Hex. And then once I'm done with Hex, I'm going to do a BTC update, and then I'm going to end the stream. So yeah, I will get to that very, very soon. Damn South there. Shout out to you, bro. This is like maybe four streams in a row for you. So yeah, do appreciate your support there. Again, bro, 46 likes. You guys out here killing it yet again on this fine Tuesday morning. So yeah, as you can see here, we do have progression to the upside. If we do see a nice reversal at the zone, we've got a couple of horizontals to think about, and also the 200 EMA coming up as well. So yeah, hopefully we can get a nice level of support and then reversal coming through for DAG there. So yeah, interesting stuff. But yeah, as you can see, we have lost the 55 moving average around this 12 cents and 41. If we jump to the 15 minutes, see what the current trend is, because the trend is your friend at the end of the day. So as you can see, we're still trending down, set at lower lows. Try not to sneeze. Let's go to Hex. Let's go to Hex. Let's go to Hex. Mr. Miles says lurks. Interesting. Don't know what that means, bro. Hex. Wow. Look at that. What happened there? That's dreadful. What happened there? For me, that looks like pretty big manipulation, right? Market manipulation at its finest there. Top to bottom there. You're looking at a 53% dump there. Coming all the way down. That is just ridiculous manipulation in my opinion, right? Yeah, so if I had any confidence in this coin itself, it is pretty much gone now, right? I must say, I went on their website. It's an amazing website. Very, very scenic. It looks amazing. It's all about 3D technology and stuff, so obviously they did very cool animations and stuff. I was very impressed with their website. But yeah, this is obviously very market manipulated, so be careful, guys. Yeah, holy, the wick says Hero Optimus. So yeah, very interesting. I would expect us to come down lower, and for me the confidence in this is pretty much gone, because there was a lot going on in terms of whether the owner was holding like 45% of the coin or something. So yeah, obviously that's a bad sign there, guys. So yeah, just be careful if you are going to be looking at this. Obviously I'm not going to say it's a scam, but for me this is market manipulation coming through at its finest level here, and it is looking like we are going to see progression to the downside coming through here. That's just ridiculous, right? That's dreadful. Obviously we've seen a buyback coming through, but there is a lot of it's opportunity to buy more Hex, lol. Yeah, man, maybe. Just be careful out there, guys. Just be careful, because that's filthy, right? That's filthy. Obviously, we have seen a pretty solid buyback, so that is confidence in the market. But yeah, it's just manipulation, in my opinion, right? Probably like sell off a massive lump of your supply, dumps the price, causes that FUD, and then you're buying back again, just accumulating more, just basically manipulating it. So yeah, interesting. It's an opportunity to buy more Hex. One big whale sold. Clearly, it was a big blue whale if I ever saw one. So yeah, Hex is done. Lurking means being here but not attracting. Not interacting, just watching. Okay, Mr. Miles, shout out to you, bro. Thank you for lurking and chilling. Taran, can you look at crypto.com? Yes, I will have a look at crypto.com for you there, bro. I was gonna end the stream, but yeah, let me jump to crypto.com now, and then I'm gonna do BTC update, and then I'm gonna be ending the stream there, guys. Crypto.com is falling off a cliff. Just looking at the stance of it right now, I am actually bullish for the future for crypto.com, just because I think they've got their own blockchain now as well, and they're obviously a huge exchange internationally, so it's going to be interesting to see where these guys go. I think they're going to be taking the more Binance sort of route with the whole BNB. So yeah, if they've got any sort of progression to the upside like that, then yeah, crazy stuff indeed. Wade says, was Richard selling his Hex? I'm sure. Yeah, interesting. 50% dump, 70% pump in 15 minutes. Opportunity or manipulation? Up to you, man. Up to you. I'm only playing, man. But yeah, as you can see here, crypto.com, if we were looking for a measure move to the downside, it would have been something along the lines of this. I think this was I don't know when I did this actually, but yeah, it's playing out pretty well. It's playing out pretty well. If you were looking for a short position here, you could have shorted out of this zone. I would have been cautious and would have been waiting for a retest. But yeah, as you can see, volume weighted ATR band, you've banged it to the downside of that. You've lost this level of support here. So yeah, great short. You've invalidated this this low point coming through here. There's no real lower highs that you're challenging. You set a lower low continuously. Yeah, so yeah, great short position, very juicy indeed. Obviously, you're seeing this retracement coming through here, and obviously, when you're seeing these short positions come through like that, obviously for me, this was like last night, so I wouldn't have been involved in this. It was 2 a.m. for me. So yeah, just be careful, right? Just be careful because it is pretty cautious times. Pretty cautious times for trading crypto, right? My concern with crypto.com, it's based in Hong Kong and China now controls Hong Kong. They're not very BTC friendly if you hadn't noticed, so that concerns me. Yeah, I mean, China have banned BTC. Like, I don't really like to sit on my stream and speak about China, obviously for security reasons and all that stuff. But China have banned BTC like 10 times or something stupid, and then unbanned it and all this stuff. So in my opinion, I think they're just probably gonna jump on crypto once it's gone down massively, because if they're starting the banning sort of cycle around the world, and then they go, you know what, we're going to unban it because it's the new technology, and they're just basically just going to buy it all up and make all that paper. It's as simple as that, right? So yeah, they're going to be dumping. It's just basically starting this whole rally down, right? This whole rally down. It's crazy stuff for BTC and obviously all the altcoins as well. So if China do think that they are going to be, obviously I hate talking about China on the stream, right? But if they do think that they're going to be making serious money in the future and they're already late to the party, they're going to try and bring the party down, right? If you can't beat them, join them. Simple as that, right? So they're going to bring everyone down, get everyone out, and then bring everyone back in, right? Mr. Miles is no longer lurking. He is interacting. Million token is a scam if I ever saw one. What I'm concerned about is GBTC investors will wait for when the price goes back up where they bought it. Once it gets there, they will then sell it to make their money back. Another huge dump. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all, Mr. Wade. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if that did happen for BTC. Yeah, it's just, mate, it's filthy at the moment. That's the wrong chart. It's just filthy at the moment. I can't really say anything else. It's just awful. We are looking. I was hoping for some sort of confidence to the upside here, but unfortunately, no, we haven't seen that. But yeah, I think when they did buy the BTC, they're actually in a massive negative now from that 6 months previously. They are in a massive negative now. So yeah, a lot of them, I don't think they will be selling it off right away. But obviously the people who can't afford to be doing that, they would be selling it off right away. And obviously these guys are the big guns. So they've obviously got a lot of paper in the bank, right? It's as simple as that. So yeah, you need to stop saying it's as simple as that, right? Because sometimes it's not as simple as that. So yeah, that's interesting concept there, bro. 47 likes, absolutely amazing, guys. You're killing it, right? So crypto.com right now, we are looking at progression to the downside. We could be seeing a completion of this measure move to the downside, and that's gonna be sat around this 9 cents and 54. Obviously, I would be watching Bitcoin, and obviously this downtrend is coming to an end. We are diverging here, coming through on the hourly MACD, which is interesting to see. We're looking for that little uptrend, and obviously we are pretty hella oversold here coming through on the hourly, which isn't surprising, seeing that insane dump to the downside. So this consolidation period that we are seeing here for crypto.com is pretty expected, right? I wouldn't even be surprised if we came up. That's obviously a measure move, not a resistance line. I wouldn't be surprised if we came up to this volume weighted ATR band, this green one coming through here on the hourly, sat at around this 10 cents and 46 before seeing any sort of progression to the downside. I got this house mix on for music to keep my flow up, right? And I don't know, it's part of this mix. It's just come on. It's just going. It's going down. It's going down. So I'm just like, what? So yeah. Anyway, back to the charts coming through here on the 4-hourly chart here. We do have a volume weighted ATR band sat at around this 9 cents and 54 there. So if we do see progression to the downside, we could be looking at a completion of the measure move, and that does line up pretty juicy Tropicana stuff indeed. Interesting stuff there. Yeah, Hex is a better scam. Interesting. I'm selling dehydrated water with million tokens. Who's buying? Funny stuff there, bro. Matic Polygon has admin keys. Interesting. If only Connor wore the crypto t-shirt. Yeah. So yeah, interesting. We'll see what's good here. Let me jump back to I'm gonna do a BTC update, and then I'm gonna be rounding off the stream, guys. So I do appreciate all you guys tuning in on this fine Tuesday morning. And we will be back. We will be back tomorrow morning. I will be back tomorrow morning for a nice BTC update, and I will be reviewing the altcoins of the day that we have gone through today at the start of the stream. If you guys do want to watch them, and we went through Ethereum, BNB, ADA, DOT, Litecoin, and Uniswap. Some really good positions to be thinking about. Obviously, do your own research, guys. In terms of Bitcoin, what is happening what is happening here for Bitcoin right now? Hopefully we can see progression to the upside, finding support on this 29,500 sort of mark. Ideally, guys, for me personally, I don't want to be dumping off a cliff just yet. I want to be a bit more confirmation, couple more tests up to this zone, getting a few more RSIs and all of that juicy stuff back to that central point, reversing coming through on these on the MACD cycles coming through there. If we can see that happening, it's going to be a lot better for us in terms of having the confidence for another short position coming through there, because obviously we weigh up all the odds coming through there. So yeah, hopefully we can do that. But yeah, crucial point to watch would be reclaiming this volume weighted ATR band here on the short term, and that's 29,830. And then also we do have this horizontal to the downside, 29,600 as well. So hopefully we can actually bang it, find support on this zone here, and then actually consolidate up to this zone here. And as I was saying, guys, if we are going to dump deep sea dive, plummet off a cliff like this, we do need some validation to get back for another jump, right? We're not going to jump off the Grand Canyon, hit the floor of the Grand Canyon, and then jump again. We can't, there's a floor there, right? So we need to basically climb back up and then dump again, right? So yeah, definitely a point to watch there for Bitcoin. I do think, in my opinion, we are going to go up, but my opinion isn't always right, guys. No one's 100% opinion is correct, but I do think we are going to go up, thinking like a whale. No, that's wrong. I do think we are going to come up as we did the vote earlier here on the stream. I did say, look, I did think we are going to come up to this one zone. Hopefully we can touch this 30. I would be looking at a range between 30,500 here and also down to this probably around this 30,300 there. So yeah, I would be looking at this for a sort of range, for a rejection sort of point there, and then we can see potentially more continuation to the downside from there, obviously referencing this zone here. If we can get a nice little short position in from this retest coming through here, we could be shorting down to this previous candle body close, around still another 2% there. But yeah, from this low point, it would be very, very crucial for a short position there. We could even be shorting it down to this 28,788, and past that, we could be looking at volume weighted ATR band, which is at 28,279. Now, as I was saying, if we do lose these crucial zones, the floor is no longer the floor. The floor is lava, and we will fall. We will absolutely fall off an absolute cliff there. So yeah, interesting things to basically look out for there, guys. I don't know why I can't delete that. That's a bit annoying. So yeah, let me jump to a bigger term time frame and see what we can reference there. Let me see. We're on the midterm, so yeah, as you can see on the MACD, we are looking for this trend reversal to come through here in terms of this trend cycle. You can see the constant levels of support here that we do need to think about in terms of a trend reversal. We could be seeing a new cycle basically playing, and we are converging massively here on the MACD. So it does look like we are going to be coming down further on the 4 hourly here, but we are looking pretty like we're getting back to that sort of central level. Downtrends are falling off here on the 1 hourly, so hopefully we can see some sort of reversal or at least some sort of consolidatory period to basically chill us out. So as I said, so we can get a bit more reference to see a few more factors coming in to see where the price is going to go, right? So yeah, interesting things. But yeah, this is looking pretty rough, I must say. But yeah, hopefully we can see some sort of reversal coming through here sometime. Reverse, please. But yeah, we have got space to reverse if this trend does end. If this trend end, if it fizzles out, right, we're going to see a price change. We're going to see the price basically start going up. So we've got a nice time for the price to go up, and then we're going to see the resistance of this zone, hopefully for another progressive dump to the downside. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting, and that's obviously what the whales want to do. They want to push it back up, get everyone a bit bullish, and then dump it again, stopping everyone out from everyone getting into those dirty positions there. So yeah, interesting things to think about here for Bitcoin. But yeah, in terms of the daily right now, it is looking still rough indeed. We are looking at price targets to the downside of this 29k. It's pretty strong indeed. Basically in this range of this falling price channel that we've seen on the daily for God knows how long, right? Since May, since the first absolute insane crash that we saw. So yeah, we are looking at touching the lower side of this range. Does correlate pretty well with the horizontal that we got plotted in from this lower side wick. So we do have a heavy level of support here. Now, if we do lose that zone, obviously speculatively speaking here, guys, we could be coming down all the way down to this 22,000 zone. Now, this isn't going to happen instantly. We are on the daily chart here. So if we are going to be coming down, we're going to be swinging up continuously, right? Maybe even invalidating some lower highs on the way and then swinging down, right? If it is going to happen, it is going to be something like that. It's going to be constant traps. It's going to be constantly flipping everyone bullish to make the whales the paper, right? It's as simple as that, right? Simple as that. It's as simple as that. Stop saying that, because it's not simple. Bitcoin's going crazy. So yeah, price target to just summarize that, it's gonna be at 28,834 there, guys. Joseph, shout out to you there, bro. Hello, bro. Nice to see you on the stream there. I saw you yesterday, so yeah, good. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Very hot in England, so I'm gonna be ending the stream now, guys. So yeah, thank you ever so much for being here. I'm really bad at outros. Thank you ever so much for being here. If you are new to the channel and you did enjoy the content, smash that over there, smash the subscribe button or whatever it is. But yeah, for now, it is going to be peace out from me. Trade safe out there, guys, because it is a rough time, right? It is a rough time. But in summary, we are waiting for that retest for another juicy short position coming through there. So yeah, peace out and goodbye from me, Crypto Chester. Thanks again, guys, for being here. Peace.